Hello guys and welcome to another video where I just organize my Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I got recently. And I have actually been, kind of busy. Been doing some buying here and there, especially for like the new Duelist Alliance packs that just came out recently. And so far, um I'm finding some okay pickups. I'm not saying that I've found any that has blown my mind away, but they're all pretty good so far. And right now, my time as married man is actually kind of busy as well. So, without further ado, we can just look at some of the cards that I got. All right. Let's take a look. So, how you guys been? I mean, I know this isn't a live stream, but still, So far, I'm actually going, just busy with work, just doing good old fashioned, because for those of you who don't know, I'm a bus driver. More for like the elderly and the handicapped. So, that means you will not hear let's see here. 6-letter word that some people love to use. Only because that word can, let's say that if it goes into deaf ears and it goes to the wrong person, then chances are I can get into serious trouble, especially for the fact that I would be saying it out loud on the internet, which I want to prevent myself from even doing. Trust me, you do not want to hear me say that and get into serious trouble. And plus, I do need the job. It's actually necessary for me to actually have a roof over my head. And yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, right, I got Luna like gold Leo. Yeah, no man. Sorry for the tongue twister. All right, which means I have to do this nonsense all over again. Goody. Wait, hold on. Do I have? No, that's all the dark monsters I got. And yes, these cards are going for sale, so feel free to ask. And I will put them up on eBay. That way I could have people bid on these cards. And, oh. Oh, wait, why is it not any higher when it should? Much better, yeah. Excuse me. That one will definitely go up in price. I know that as a fact. Oh, and so is this. This one definitely goes up higher. There we go. And so, yeah, nothing much has changed. Nothing much is different. My wife is playing. Jeez, I can't believe I'm explaining this. Actually, I love my wife. I really do, very dearly. My heart, mind, soul. But she's not only is she playing Forspoken, but she's actually liking it. Now, granted, I haven't played the game yet. I say yet because I'm kind of tempted to play it and prove my point that it looks like a piece of crap. It does. There's nothing about it that looks appealing at all. It just looks kind of dull to my opinion with the graphics and all that. But yeah, and I'm just like, are you sure this game looks really boring? I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, yeah, sure, it's a really harsh impression for me to just say out loud, especially for someone who was actually liking the game, which, to be honest with you, I did not think that was possible. But it's just kind of like a mediocre open world game. For some reason, it's a fish out of water type of game, and I say for some reason because the game doesn't really need to be an open world game, nor does it have to be a fish out of water type of story, like at all. And to top it off, I wish it wasn't, because the main character you play as, who is a let's say like a Gen Z type of cop or millennial. I'm not even sure how old she is, but she sure acts so immature that it's absolutely annoying, and I can't stand hearing her talk like at all. And man, she's bad. I mean, the voice acting. For those of you who have actually looked it up, the voice acting in that game is very bad. Mostly because of the writing. Holy mackerel, the writing in that game is absolutely bad. More specifically with the main character. And just YouTube any of her scenes, and I'll guarantee you anything that you would wish you would want to hear someone else speak instead. I mean, man, it's in the first couple of minutes in the game. That's how basically it just wants to smack you dead hard on the nose, just or basically in the teeth, for that matter. And oh yeah, this one I was happy I was getting. I mean, just the effects on this one. This is, I mean, just the fact that you can summon level 5 or higher monsters without tributing, and and also you don't have to pay life points to activate any spell or trap cards. That's really good. And let's see here. And also, you can just. This is a real. And also, you cannot activate monster effects in the hand, which I'm not sure if it's your hand or the opponent's hand, but regardless, the other two effects I love. This is a keeper. For those of you who haven't got this card, go find it. You should have this in your deck or in your collection. I'm keeping it. So, yeah, that was a really. I'm glad I actually bought that. That was a really good find. So anyway, back to my nightmare that I had to watch. Excuse me. Not only that, but the hair in that game is so bad. I can't take my mind off of it. It's super distracting. Man, it is so distracting to me. I can't even talk about that game without thinking about the terrible hair that this game has. And you want to know something else about this game's graphics? It looks more like something you see as a launch title for the PS4. That is what we're talking about and what we're dealing with here. Now, PS4's launch title games, some were great, some were not, like Knack. And I have no idea why. Like, I've heard that this game was sold at retail price for $70, and yet it doesn't look like it should be $70 for a PS5 game. It is. It's just. It's not. The game isn't entirely ugly. It's just that. It's just. The graphics just look so boring, is the problem. I can't. Like. And also the writing in this game isn't even that good either. Like the fact that you travel into this new world from New York City into some other world that I can't remember the name to. However, she gets sucked into this world through a really crappy looking um, purple portal that you go through. Yeah, I mean, really crappy looking. Um, I mean, when you go through it, it's like it's just for some reason this game's main primary color is purple. I mean, granted, I know my wife loves the color purple. It's her thing. But why is purple so prevalent in this world? I mean, what's even the point? Seriously, I mean, what is it about the color purple that the game wants to portray and illustrate? Like, I know that sometimes it either can work or it's kind of questionable and makes people wonder why they did it. Like, The Sixth Sense. I mean, if you guys ever seen that movie, you notice that the color red is nearly everywhere in that movie. And I mean nearly everywhere. To the point where even Shyamalan kind of brought it up, almost like as if he didn't realize that the color purple was everywhere in that movie. I kid you not. Just look up an interview with Shyamalan talking about The Sixth Sense, and he brings up the color red. It's actually funny. He's like, oh yeah, I didn't realize that I put so much red in that movie. So, I mean, red, I'm not let's see. You know what? I don't know what the red color is supposed to mean or what it symbolizes. I'm not sure. If you guys do, let me know in the comment section below. Tell me why there's so much red in The Sixth Sense. But here, purple is everywhere in Forspoken. It's a choice, I guess. That's all I have to say about that. But here you go to this world, and I mean, it looks pretty, like I said, it just looks boring. Like, what else do you want me to say? I mean, I would be repeating myself over and over again saying that this is boring, this is boring, this is boring. And I don't want to do that, but what choice is this game giving me, I guess? So, it's just basically a dull looking game. Like I said, it's not the worst graphics I've ever seen. It's just nothing inspiring, nothing memorable. Like, take for example, I mean, I know this is a totally different like use of graphics, but let's just take Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, both of them are open world, and I mean both Forspoken and the Zelda games I mentioned are both open world. However, Tears of the Kingdom's world looks more appealing. It looks more like a world that is just beautiful. And basically because all the colors are so bright and so colorful that that it actually makes it more believable for you to travel in, especially where the sun is actually very prevalent in that game. Whereas Forspoken, from what I've seen so far, I mean, even the sky looks like crap. The clouds look like crap. The whole world just looks like crap. Well, okay, maybe not the whole world. I'm just saying that the whole place just feels... It feels like a game that's not even done being made. Graphics-wise. Like, I guess if it needs to be in the... It's kind of like an unfinished pie. That's, like a pie that's not baked all the way through. That's basically what the game's graphics kind of make me think. So, no, I'm not impressed by that game's graphics at all. I'm not even impressed by the gameplay either, just from what I've seen, because when you compare it, like I said, I haven't played the game yet. Okay, I know that there's going to be some people out there that'll be raising questions to like, how am I saying this over for a game I haven't played yet? I don't worry, that's going to happen. I'm not gonna. I'm not giving my final verdict at this moment. I'm just telling you exactly how it is from a visual standpoint. So far, I am not impressed, and so far, I'm starting to understand why that game actually was declared to be one of the worst games of 2023. And right now, I would like to compare that game's gameplay with oh man, what am I blanking on it? Oh yeah, the Infamous games, the wonderful, wonderful Infamous games that I actually do enjoy playing. Now, with those games, you gotta understand because it's basically follows the same kind of like attack system that well, Forspoken I'm talking about uses. So basically, it's like you can easily compare and contrast on the gameplay's mechanics on between both Infamous and Forspoken. Because with Infamous, it's kind of more fast paced, is more going on. I mean, you not only do you have because problem with freaking Forspoken is that the world feels pretty hollow for the most part. Like the fact that there's barely anything for you to even do, which is frustrating to me because that just makes it more of a boring experience. And then when you look at, because if you look at Infamous, you have like, you don't just have like enemies for you to fight, you also have other things to do around like recovering someone who has like a heart attack on the ground. You also have like other like buildings and things for you to fix and make it work with like your electric powers. It's just, and not only that, but Cole is just one character that you can kind of relate to personally, like personality wise. There is, and also he has just like some of the best friends in the whole wide world. He has a woman that he loves so dearly that he wants to marry. For those of you who played the game, you know how well that ends, which doesn't. But yeah, it's just it is basically something that actually I kind of wish that it would grow even further, but I just don't think that Second Son actually, performed well. Which, granted, even though I haven't played Second Son in years and I don't remember it all that well, I don't really favor it as much as the first two Infamous games. However, there is still some things that I can take apart from that game that I actually did like. Um, like for example, the main character's name I can't remember, which is unfortunate, which should tell you how I feel about that game. He isn't that bad. I mean, he's a grandson who actually wants to, you know, save his grandmother, and and he also makes like some pretty cool friends along the way, and even though he's like in his early 20s and he's kind of rebellious, he still has a really good character acting for the type of role that he's in, and it's just someone who you can easily talk with. You know what I mean? Where as you look at the woman in Forspoken, who is absolutely annoying, she is a cat mom, which honestly which is kind of makes her character kind of pathetic if you ask me. And and the game thinks that it's funny to hear a woman just throw profanity when she sees something, when she uses her powers for the first time. They think that's good writing, but it isn't. It's just annoying, and it's just something that it's just something you don't want to be anywhere near. And, jeez, I think I'll just hold my breath on this game when I actually play it, because, ooh boy. Ooh boy, indeed. Excuse me. So, yeah. And as for the new Superman movie, I haven't seen it yet. I've heard that it's actually doing well. But I am trying to save my mind from even being exposed to any spoilers. I want to make up my mind. I seriously just want to watch it with an open mind experience. Whether or not if I think it's good, whether I think it's bad, I don't know yet. All right. And one movie I saw that I can guarantee you for sure that I can give you my peace of mind and what I thought about it is the frickin' Minecraft movie. I will tell you this right here and right now. I can't remember the last time I saw a movie that was just as cringy as the Minecraft movie. Oh man, it is really bad. I like I said, it's such cringe that I don't know why it made the money that it made at all. It is not even near $1 billion good. It is saying it's mediocre, sorry. My voice is kind of sore. Saying that it's mediocre is such an understatement. I can't even respect that opinion, to be honest with you. It's that bad. And even my brother, who saw it separately, he basically thought the same thing. Oh man, it's like he chose to watch it out of randomness. Like, they were just so bored, they flipped on HBO Max and they just saw it and it's like, yeah, let's just watch it. And man, this film, it is basically like a punch in the face to Minecraft, which is a game that I really love. You know, it's one of those fun, sit back, relax, chill out type of game, where you just get immersed into this world and you don't have to think about anything else in life, especially for the day you had, probably at work. Where this movie is just the polar opposite and it just doesn't want to obey any of those rules whatsoever, or basically what the game originally was and what it still is. Jason Momoa is just like easily the most pathetic character in this film and is really stupid. So stupid, in fact, that you first see him run this game store that's supposed to be like a retro game store that's based in the present day. I'll get to that in a sec. And you just see him just like waddle around, just like wasting his time, looking like a complete moron, who is running a business, by the way. And he does nothing of the sort whatsoever, so it makes you wonder how he's still in business, especially for someone who is like the top gamer from 1989, and yet I don't know, I mean, no one seems to care, and yet his store is still open and running, and I just don't get it. I don't understand how that's possible, but it is, because this movie kind of treats its audience like as if it doesn't expect you to question anything. And it's kind of made for, I'm not trying to be insulting here, but it's kind of made for people who it's almost like the director of this film, which I will also get to in a second, kind of made this movie for people who will not question the logic behind anything that happens in this film, like, ever. Um, and let's take for example in a scene where they had to find I don't remember what it was they were trying to find. It was it was supposed to be, I think it was like the Ender's Eye they were trying to look for inside of this mansion slash castle or whatever. And wouldn't you believe it? They just end up being in there. And you're like, how the hell did they get in here? There's like so many guards guarding this whole place, and yet they're just there? Did we miss a scene? You can't just do that. And oh jeez, I have been so sucked into my anger that I missed a couple of cards. Oh, unfortunate. Anyway, which means I have to do this all over again while talking about frickin' Minecraft movie. So, and not only that, but the kid characters in this film are absolutely useless. I mean, they did not look like they even cared at all to be in this movie. It's kind of like they just needed to collect the paycheck or something and dipped out. It was just that kind of personality that they portrayed whenever they talk. And especially for the sister in this film, who did not look or sound like as if she wanted to be known that she's in this film. She's, like I said, she's just kind of there for the most part. And top it off, oh man, and also to top it off, Jack Black, like also the main kid, or if you can call it that, he's just kind of, he sucks. I don't mean to be that guy, but yeah, he just sucks completely. Like there's no other easy way to explain it. They just don't really, they just don't really look like they want to like put their all into this film. It's just kind of like wasted talent. Also, to top it off, Jack Black, I mean, I know that some people just like, the only movies that I liked him in was King Kong and his small minor role in The Cable Guy, because at least in those movies he's not really acting like himself at all throughout most of the time. He's just, and that's mainly because in The Cable Guy, this is before they just kind of settled him acting like an annoying actor throughout most of his life. And then you also have oh man, why am I blanking on this? You also have Peter Jackson, who knew how to direct characters and actors to the point where he knew that he still needed his energy, as long as he doesn't like act like the usual Jack Black that we see forever for the rest of his life. And I am just so sick of seeing him completely. And yeah, he's just acting like himself, which honestly, I was starting to think about this along like the past couple months, whenever I look up any of his scenes, and I started to notice something, excuse me, as to why he just doesn't work. And the reason for why he just doesn't work is because, see, the thing about Steve is that, yes, it's true that nobody can play as Steve, nobody should, but the thing is that with Steve, you are Steve. It's not, Steve is not designated to be like a specific character, like how most video games are. Like I mean, would it be very strange for, let's just say, what would be a good example? Um, Try to imagine, if you will, if 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 Steve was like a specific character. You get what I mean? I mean, if he was a specific character from the very start, then Jack Black wouldn't have been cast and would find someone else. But the thing is that it will rob the player's imagination and sense away from actually being Steve, which means that you're not being immersed in this world like how the game intended you to be. So, yeah, it just doesn't it doesn't work. It cannot work. It is a complete failure on casting Jack Black as Steve. And I think the only reason for why he was casted in this film is because he's probably best friends with the director who also worked on Nacho Libre. And is this a good time for me to talk about the director? Yeah, why not? Let me talk about the director. Yeah, he's the director of Napoleon Dynamite and what else? And Nacho Libre. That's basically the only two movies that I could think of that he has a big credited role for. And it is kind of, it's just kind of, it's actually, now I think about it, it's kind of weird for me to even realize this, but Napoleon Dynamite was in a way kind of a chill, relaxed film. So it makes you wonder how the director of Napoleon Dynamite would not try to channel any of that within the Minecraft movie. But then again, this is coming from the same moron who said that it's actually good that movie theaters are flooded with people who are like throwing popcorn up in the air like a bunch of maniacs. The less said about that, the better. But yeah, it's just it kind of, and you know what, Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre, they were better movies than this. Yeah, I'll say that. I'd rather off watch Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre multiple amount of times over and over again than to ever watch the Minecraft movie. I mean, saying that it was a misfire would be an absolute insult to me. Since, like I said, I love Minecraft. Excuse me. And you can tell that this movie was directed by the Napoleon Dynamite director, because the main town that this movie starts off in is so stuck in the 80s that it is absolutely annoying. Holy hell. It doesn't even make any sense, because this is supposed to be based in present day. I mean, even the main kid actor, if you could call it that, again, even he is just like he uses a smartphone. That's how I was able to realize that this is based in the modern day. It's like, why make this world so stuck in the 80s? It doesn't make any sense. I can't figure it out. Holy hell. Help me. Movie is bad altogether. So no, for those of you who have never seen the movie, do not watch it. I beg of you. It is made for basically not. I don't know who this movie is made for. Let me just say that. And okay, I know I got some flack from someone who saw me go through this structure deck, Realm of Light. Yeah, I mean, okay, because I said that I was disappointed by it, and people were wondering why that was. And like I said, the whole thing about sending the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, I don't like that. at all. I think it's absolutely annoying. And not only that, but you can easily run out of cards because this whole structured deck is full of like the same effect. Top three cards of your deck to the graveyard. Top two up to two card. Oh no, okay, not this one. Oh yeah, send the top four cards of your deck to the graveyard. Send top two cards of your deck to the graveyard. I mean, there's like tons of these of Lightsworns that do this. I I know that there's a large fan base who love these cards. I'm not one of them. Um, However, I do love Lightsworn Hunter. I really do. His effect. I mean, I'm glad that there's only um two effects that you can choose, and one of them is it's based, like I said in my shorts. This is basically Man Eater on steroids. I love it so much. Let's see here, and wait, hold on. Let me see if I like this. Uh, by having five or more light monsters with different names in your graveyard. In turn, you can banish one light monster from your graveyard. Oh, actually, I think I'll like this one. Yeah, I think I'll keep that's actually pretty good. And let's see here. Uh, this one, uh, if your opponent has a light, like a field card, set up, then yeah, this would come in handy. But the problem is that you don't really know if your opponent will put on a field card. I'm not. No, I wouldn't take it. Mm, let's see here. I could pay. Wait, entire. Actually, no, I like this one too. Violent Prism. Actually, now I'm looking back at this. There's some cards that I like in this. You can discard any number of cards. Nope. We'll keep this one. Let's see here. This card is discarded to graveyard. Special summon it. Actually, this is oh. I think you know what? Because I'm still trying to figure out how synchro summoning works. I'll keep this one. Let's see here. Oh, here's a dark monster. Put that. Also, another one. And here's the rest. Actually, let's see. Yeah. Oh. No. No, this is basically what we all had to use when Monster Reborn was just banned from playing card games. And what is with this structure deck wanting for you to discard cards into the graveyard? Seriously, it's so annoying. Yeah, and I got this structure deck because once I found out that there's like a bunch of light monsters, I'm like, oh, cool. And then I see what they are, and I'm like, what the effects. I'm like, no, that's just disappointing. Yeah, I'm saying it. This whole thing is kind of a disappointment to me. Still not a fan. However, I know plenty of people are. So, and I know plenty of people who like these cards. So maybe you would like it too. I am 100% certain that these cards would actually go into the right hands. Would actually be a really good sell for me. But as it stands, I am not a fan. I'm sorry. So, yeah, that's basically my take on the whole Realm of Light structure deck. Like I said, I apologize for those of you who did not like what I said. It is what it is. So, yeah, Minecraft movie sucks. Minecraft. As we think of that meme that circulated for a short while of Mike Pate doing the whole Minecraft video with Inspector Gadget, who kept repeatedly saying Minecraft over and over again, to the point where it's been all over YouTube poop for a short period of time, until people just kind of grew tired of it. Like me. So, yeah, that's basically how I feel about that movie, and I wish it didn't make any money, but this is the world that we live in. Hooray, the whole world for making me into a miserable husk of an adult who is just basically collecting and sorting through children's cards, which honestly that doesn't even apply anymore, because A, most of the people who are playing this game are already adults, and B, this game got so complicated that you can't even call it a children's card game anymore. Yep, and yet I feel like I'm going to be playing this as a child, because I have... Thing is that I haven't played this game since 2006, so it's like I'm still learning how most of this even works, with the synchro summoning, link summoning, all the summonings that you could think of that they added to this whole game since 2006. Actually, since Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, actually, now that I think about it. I mean, it's like with synchro summoning, I think I understand and get the gist of it. It's just that it sounds kind of like a hassle for you to even do, because you have to load your cards, your deck specifically with like the right cards to actually get you prepared to synchro summon, which I will be honest with you guys, I don't really like that at all. I never did. It's annoying. But it is what it is, I guess. So, oh man, hold on a sec. I am going to sneeze. Oh man, that was bad. But I think my wife is talking trash about the Minecraft movie in my back, which is totally fine. I'll accept it. So, and alrighty, let's see here. Wait, why am I? Okay, there we go. Yeah. And what? Let me give myself a new plastic sheet. Only because it'll put less stress on me when organizing this. Grab myself a new sheet. Man, there's a lot of dark monsters I've been getting lately. I don't even plan on it. It just so happens to work like that. Matter of fact, I think there's more dark monsters than there are light monsters, now that I think about it. Or more dark monsters than any other type of monster in the entire D&D franchise. Which, I don't know how to feel about that, but I know a lot of people who are fond of this, and some of their best, like, most rare cards are actually dark type monsters. Take Necrofear and Jinzo, for example. Or both the Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. I mean, those cards are always a huge fan favorite for so many people. It is insane. And now that there's been structured decks as well as like huge box sets for you to help you summon those two with ease, it's almost like their fandom's gonna last forever. It's just basically how I see it. I'm not a fan of the Dark Magician. I know plenty of people are. I'm just not one of them. Dark Magician Girl's cute, but I just don't find any use for it. Or any of its other cards that are related to Dark Magician Girl. So, but I mean, I know plenty of people like them. I'm just not one of them at all. Some of them just don't even make any sense. Like, Magician's Robe. Why would you want to make that as a monster? For crying out loud. It's so stupid. That should be an equip card. If anything, it's... And that would make more sense because, I mean, look at what it is. Oops. Got one more. And there you go. In there. Man, I was watching a short earlier on people like why they don't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, and it didn't make any sense to me because it was it was like some woman is like playing someone on Yu-Gi-Oh and all of a sudden he starts playing like solitaire, and I'm like, why did you even bother playing with this guy? The short makes no sense. And then all of a sudden he starts like, like doing like dealing a card deck and like poker or something. I'm like, oh man, I remember the last time someone did that in high school. I was like, get out right now. It's like, I'm glad he didn't do it to my deck. Let's just say that. Yeah, man, that was painful for me to see. I don't care if he's new to this game. I don't care if he's don't care about the game at all. I don't care that he thinks it's stupid. That made my blood boil. And this is, so, because the thing is that these cards can be worth something, those cards were probably worth something later on in the future. Now they are, thanks to the rare Dark Magician being with the green skin and all that. As well as Dark Magician Girl, Blue Eyes, specifically the one where he's just like bending at an angle and doodle la 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 la. I've actually been getting my wife to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge with me. It is actually a fun experience. and so far I have actually shown her most of Waking of the Dragons arc that Little Karibo finished a couple of years ago. Yeah, that season is not very good. Looking back at it now, I'm like, why did I think that this was the best in the entirety of the series? Oof. I mean, it doesn't make any sense at all, but then again, neither did the final season when they go to like ancient Egypt. Because the thing is that, okay, first off, they're using dual desk systems in ancient Egypt. I remember very well that Seto Kaiba is the one who invented it, not the Egyptians. And Seto Kaiba would never base it off of ancient Egypt because he did not believe a single thing about it, nor did he even see any kind of depictions of the dual disc system even being used. So it was already stupid. Secondly, the dual desk in that time period was only using 3 slots instead of 5. Now I know that's very common for those of you who played the the app, but back then they would still use 5 cards instead of 3. Case in point, when Zork went to destroy most of Egypt, you see a Solomon Moto looking. You see like the Egyptian version of Solomon Moto just come out of nowhere, and underneath the sand outside of the city they're trying to defend, I kid you not, he had all 5 pieces of the Exodia buried underneath. Okay, first of all, one, if he had it in there the whole time, then why didn't you summon it earlier? And 2, you gotta have 5. He had all 5 pieces, but his Dulta system can only use up to 3. What? And oh man, don't you dare get me started with like the whole 3 Yugis and 3 Bakoras. It is such. It is so confusing. I have seen some of the most diehard fans who struggle to even support a single brain cell to figure out how to even make any of that sense. However, the final duel between the Pharaoh and Yugi, it was actually really good. I enjoyed it. More so the Japanese dub, not the problem with the English dub is that Dan Green is just like using his voice so hard it's kind of painful to listen to as young Yugi. Holy mackerel! Just for those of you who haven't even watched that, for those of you who have seen that final couple episodes on the 4Kids dub, you know exactly what I mean. So, and no, I haven't seen GX. I've seen only the first episode of 5Ds. I've never seen Zexal. I've never seen. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the other series that came after Duel of Monsters. But I think at one point I'll do so. It's just that I have to marathon I think it was like 6 or 7 of these shows now. It'll be hard for me to keep up. Wait, hold on, I got more of these. I got another one of these. Hold on. Yummy. And I've forgotten I even had these cards. Look at what I have. Ain't these adorable? And yes, they are for sale. Oh, come on. Hurry. Get in there. Damn it. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me just drop a couple of cards. Give me a sec. I'll resume in a second. Technical difficulties as usual. There. Oh, I got 2 different. I got one super rare terraforming and just a rare terraforming. With which of other terraformings that I have in my my binder. Let's see here. Save that one for later, as well as my tuner. And I got more Dark Monsters. Yes, I have excellent cards here. You have no idea. I mean, I am basically a gold mine for anyone to come over and just buy some off of me. I mean, I will sell these cards. You have my word on that. Go back to this stupid nonsense once again, because this is always fun to do as I run out of things to talk about. La la la, la di da di da, blah 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 blah. Actually, no, this one. Wait, why is. Hold on. What am I doing here? Actually, yeah, I know why I put this right here. Wait, does this one have the same feel? No, it doesn't. Alright. Never mind. Yeah, because the thing is that this one, okay, I do have another card, an XYZ card, that has this. Look at that. Look at the border right here. And look at how, like, the monster just, like how, like, the black metal dragon just stands out. That, I mean, this is like, oh man. Yeah, I am selling this. That is, ooh, ooh, ooh. This is a, oh, yeah. Then you see like right here, like the border right here, the edges, just like glitters like that. It glitters all over. That's how you know that you're also making good money, and how you're going to be having a great sell. Same goes for this. And yeah, I mean, these cards. Come to me. Give me your money. Give me your money, honey. Give me your money, buddy. Yeah. You know you want these cards. Oh, wait. I don't have to move this. Why did I do that? The only one that I'm not sure is the speed duel cards. I don't know how much they would sell, especially for like the fact that they're just the speed duel cards that came in the past couple of years, and also not something from back then. I don't know. It's questions that needs to be answered, but for another time. Let's see. Nope, staying there. Also, in the meantime, I've been rewatching some Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. Most of the episodes that have to do with Joey Wheeler. I know this is going to be interesting to you guys, but to my opinion, Joey Wheeler is actually my favorite character in this entire series. And for good reasons, you know? I mean, it's like, he's a good brother, went to the Duelist Kingdom tournament to raise money for his sister's eye operation. He's basically kind of like the best, like one of the best examples of an underdog, especially for someone who just like, he always like tries to like go to the limit and push push it to the limit and what he can do and cannot do. I'm kind of like Rocky in that sense. And I know it's kind of weird for me to compare someone like Joey Wheeler to Rocky Balboa, but you get the point. I mean, he is, and only like I said, he has a good heart. He has a very good goal for the most part for throughout the whole series. He is really a good character. I mean, especially someone who you could relate to in like a personal type of in like personality wise, as well as what he does and what he goes through. I mean I can't say for like the big stuff he went through, like trying to fight against like Egyptian gods and like go through ancient Egypt and all that, but he's just kind of like that type of guy who basically went through so much struggles, especially for trying to like help raise his sister after being abandoned by his abusive family. He's like I said, he is really someone that I can like. I mean, I've never just he's really a good guy to me. Oh, almost forgot to put you in here. All right. So yeah, I'll put the short in the description below, in case if you're wondering what I said and why people had a problem with it, of why I didn't really like the structured the Realm of Light all that much. It's a controversial take, but it's a take nonetheless. It's probably the most hot takes that I've ever had. It's the hot take of all time so far. Just like how Chris Duckman is basically the movie critic that ever critiqued. And for those of you who don't know who Chris Duckman is, don't worry about it. Unless if you watch something that can easily put you to sleep. Which Chris Duckman can easily do. And as well as piss many movie critics off while he says, this is about movie celebration. We don't bash movies here. Blah 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 blah. Even though he can technically still do that. I mean, he still does that technically speaking. Like, I mean, his most notorious video that really got him so much heat was the video called "We Need to Talk About This," which at first, looking at the thumbnail, you would think that he's talking about Madam Web. But you watch the video and he brings it up. He's saying that the movie, he kind of like says that it's like, okay, I didn't watch this movie in a premiere screening, like a midnight screening. I'm like, or a press screening. I'm like, oh, boo-hoo, who cares? It's not even important. Then all of a sudden he's like saying, he kind of like says that the movie was not good, and then he just stops himself and it's kind of like he knew that he messed up, but it was like too late when he had to correct himself, like saying, this YouTube channel is not about bashing movies. It's about film celebration. Like, do you not see the problem that you caused to yourself here? And because of that, he just like went off and just like went on a tangent talking about like movie producers and studios and like how they suck, even though he's trying to become a real filmmaker, and yet he will never be hired by any of these people again, like any of these studios, any of these producers. And then he'll be kind of like the Seto Kaiba in that Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged episode, where he's like doing his work, and he picks up the phone. I think it was like Joey Wheeler in the end, and he just like hangs up, and he goes, and he just like continues to, like type on on the keyboard. He goes, "I wonder why I don't have any friends." It'll be kind of like that situation with Chris Stuckman, who's like, I wonder why no one's hiring me. Yeah, it'll be kind of like that situation, except Seto Kaiba is still a rich millionaire, a rich multi-billionaire, and he's like super successful. Whereas Chris Stuckman will never get anywhere near that. And it's fine if he doesn't care. It's fine. I won't force him. I don't expect him to be a multi-billionaire. It's just not going to happen, as we can all predict. But yeah, what he said there was such a stupid move that, from what I've learned, he actually lost over 10,000 subscribers from it. I think, no, either that or he lost over 100,000 subscribers. I can't remember which number it was specifically, but yeah, he's definitely not going to get enough people to come back ever again for that. But then again, I don't know why you would ever want to go back and watch and listen to Chris Stuckman. He's basically like the prime example of what a stick in the mud looks like. I know, don't tell me that I'm jealous, alright? It has nothing to do with anything. I mean, I would be impressed if I was jealous of Chris Stuckman. Holy hell. That and Shelby Oaks, I don't know anyone who was even talking about that movie. Or if anyone even either knew about it or even remembered that it existed. I don't know. I kind of forgot it existed until I was starting to have this conversation. That's the only reason for why I remembered. And it's not even worth remembering at all. I mean, I've never seen it. But I just don't care to watch it. Especially like how horror is such a broken mess of a genre that you kind of help wonder if it's even worth watching. It's like even Mueller. He thinks that his favorite genre is horror. He really loves horror when it's done right. Case in point of what he's talking about. Someone asked him, "Oh, what horror movies do you recommend?" He's like, "Oh, hold on a sec. Let me bring out this small list of horror movies that I could recommend." Like I said, it's a broken genre. Most people of horror can tell you that. And I just don't. Most of the time, I just don't really see horror being that much of a success anymore as it was back in the 1930s with Universal, or in the 80s or the 70s or 80s with well, there were more slasher films than horror films. Actually, no, they still count as they still count as horror. Never mind. Cross that. Don't quote me. Don't take anything I say as gospel, please. I beg of you. But yeah, I mean, I like Friday the 13th a lot. I like oh man, what am I blanking on him? I like Nightmare on Elm Street a lot. In Halloween and Candyman are two of my favorite horror movies of all time. I love those movies a lot. And as you can tell, I don't have that many horror movies for me to list off. Actually, I liked Insidious, and I really enjoyed Insidious, and I also enjoyed oh man, what am I blanking on that movie? The first Conjuring movie. Oh, and the third Conjuring movie. The reason for why I'm not mentioning the second Conjuring movie is because I've never seen it. I know, go figure. I skipped the movie. stuff like that happens, alright? I can't really explain it. But, let's see here. Let me show you my rare XYZ card. If I find it, because it is worth... Oh yeah, Cyber Dragon Infinity. Look at that beauty right here. Oh. Ooh. Just absolutely stunning that I was able to get my hands on this. The only thing is that I need a light machine monster in order to summon it. Levels three level 6 light machine monsters. Yeah, that's why I'm not going to be using it, only because that part alone just pisses me off a lot. I am not happy with that. Sorry. We get that. As well as that. Yes, I do have Dark Rebellion, XYZ Dragon. I do have number 11 Big Eye. And I am a happy man. Alrighty. I think right after this, I'm just going to go to sleep because I need to wake up early in the morning. It's not you. Number 11. Oh, yeah. Stop falling down on me. Stay with me. Stay with me. There we go. Just done organizing these cards. Come on. Come on, Walt. Just stick it in there. Oh. Almost forgot. Finish this. Oh man, I got 3 crust-mined archfiends. I just realized that. There. And there. Now what was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Dark fusion monsters. Let me get that out. As well as rest of the dark XYZ cards I could find. Nope, I already exhausted all of them. As a matter of fact, I do have some Earth fusion monsters that I can put in here. Like Nerva, the power patron of creation. Yes. It is going in. Let's see here. Oh, this goes above all. Okay. It's here. Any other rare earth type monsters in here, like fusion monsters I could put in here. Nope. 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 I got plenty of ice dolls, which I'm kind of sick of getting those. I think that's why. Yeah, that's why I'm not getting through that pack anymore. The pack I forgot what it's called, and they have plenty of those to the point where I'm just like, seriously, give me something different. Oh, almost forgot one more Dark Fusion monster. Actually, I didn't. I was trying to look for all the Dark Fusion monsters. Oh, where is... Let me get all the Dark Fusion monsters all together. Do I have any Fire Fusion monsters here? It's worth organizing. Nope, I don't. Alrighty. Yeah, I once told my brother I'm trying to get back into this game, and even he understands the fact that this game got way too complicated. It's like, it's basically like we came in, it's like I came back in at the wrong time. But, you know what, I'll make a habit in me trying to get back into this game. Because I want to. Yes, please, you are going in here. Oh, wait, this is an XYZ. Damn it. Never mind. Let's see here. Actually, I got some light fusion monsters I can add into this. Where is it? Oh, wait, why am I going through here? This isn't it. This isn't the stack I'm looking for. Where is it? Wait, what? Where's my light monsters at? I had a stack that I was looking at with light monsters. What happened to it? No, wait. Nope. Still can't. Bad. Oh, wait. There are. Yeah, somewhere within the structure deck that I. Oh, here they are. Bam. Link card. Bam. Oh man, I have so many light cards, it's making me dizzy. And I have so many absolute Axon kickers from the Duelist Alliance packs. Oh man, I do not know what I'm supposed to do with these anymore. I mean, obviously I'm going to sell them, but... Oh man. This is the dregs of trying to be a salesman. Anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap it up right here after this. Because, like I said, I have to sleep. Oh. It's here. done. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about XYZ cannon monster dragon cannons that are just so popular. Not saying they're bad, but I just don't understand the appeal behind it, especially the fact that there are better fusion monsters out there. I don't know. It's just something that I just don't see. Yeah. Nowadays, people can agree that there are better fusion monsters out there. But still. I mean, no, they just made some different type of monsters with it. Here. Here. Yeah, another show that I've been watching only because I find some entertainment out of it, and it's very relaxing, is watching Pawn Stars. And that show, I just enjoy learning about the items that you see in that show, and you get to learn a lot of the history behind what they give you and the history that surrounds the objects. They're, like, for example, just anytime whenever I learn about stuff in the Cold War, it's pretty interesting what people have to say about it. Like the fact that someone brought in a heat-seeking missile laser system that was part of a jet back in the Cold War, where it was said that it wasn't really a matter of if we were going to go to war with Russia, but rather when. And I mean, nowadays people are still paranoid with that idea, but at the same time, back then it was basically going on for, since the late 1940s. And so yeah, it's stuff like that I enjoy, especially the part where Rick Harrison and his dad were not even sure if it's actually safe, like legally safe for them to own in their store. Which it was. I mean, they found out that they were able to purchase it and sell it. So, and it's just, like I said, it's stuff like that I'm always impressed by, because I love learning about history, more specifically U.S. history. I love learning about our country's past and how we came to where we are at. I love my country so much. I love how we got to this point. I mean, yeah, there are some detractors that I wish wasn't really a thing, but other than that, I think that this country is worth fighting for. I really do believe that. I love living in the United States of America. I really do. I can't really think of another place I would want to live in, to be honest with you. Yeah, come on. Almost done. Oh man, I don't think I'll ever be done organizing these cards. And let's see here. What else do I have? I got all the fusion monsters. Good. And I think what I can at least do, because it's pretty short of a task to do, back, is my trap cards. Let's see here. There we go. Here. Yes. Wonder if I got. No, what if these were all the trap cards I put in here? Hold on. See if there's any in this structure deck. Went too far. Oh, wait, they're over here. On my left-hand side. Mm-hmm. There we go. They're over there on the left-hand side. You silly goose. Got 2 breakthrough skills. There. Well, I have 3, which one of them is in my deck, but still, in my hand right now, I got 2 breakthrough skills. I sound like a dumber version of that one guy who had 3 PS3s. It's like, I have 3 PS3s. Now, someone out there is probably saying that I already have a PS3. That may be fine and all, and I'm glad you do. But you do not have 3 PS3s. I have one in my bathroom, one in my kitchen, and one in my bedroom. Why? Because I have 3 PS3s. Wait, what the heck? Hold on. What the hell are you doing over here? Seriously? Nope. This is a problem I gotta fix. I'll be right back. Well, actually, I could just do this right now, but still. I'll do this first. I'll do this first. Come on. Get in there! Ah! Stop following me! I feel like Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z Abridged, where he sees a stick of Nappa on a mop of Nappa and a soccer ball or a volleyball or whatever. He gets knocked over and he's like, "How dare you, Nappa!" Here. Of course, I'm gonna move this card down. Place it with this card. It's Oprah's super duper ultra rare, awesome chocolate fudge rare card that I got. Is this a Blackluster Soldier? Oh, there it is. Why do I like this card so much? Blue Eyes White Dragon. That kinda needs to get laid. Why? I don't know. Let's see here. The Ryugi end is no longer alone. Wait, do I have more? Now that I think about it, I'll be right back. Nope, false alarm, I don't. Anyway, back to this thrilling video that I'm making. Ooh. Anyway. Alright, I got all my trap cards in order. Come on. Let's see here. Now let me get spell cards in order. Field cards. Getting that in order right now. Regular spell cards. Okay, let's see here. Oh wait, got more over here. Can't forget that. Field card going over there. Regular cards stay over there. Field cards right there. That. Quick play cards would go right there. Continuous, field, regular, quick play, field, continuous, regular, continuous, regular, continuous, quick play, okay. Okay. First things first. Oh, also forgot about that. Two. Here, let's see if I miss any spell cards. Organizing. Nope. Oh, one more continuous right over here. Okay. Alrighty, let's see here. Oh wait, this is a continuous card. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, Alright, let's flip this over, shall we? Get cards out of the way. these out of the way. I need to make some room. There. I'm just thinking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, and Barrick is trying to go through a door, and he's like, stab. It's like pushing in the door codes. He's like, stab. Access denied. Kill. Access denied. Pain. Oh no, it was mutil. Wait, I can't fit. Oh, pain. Access denied. Why are these the only words I know? And then the end of the episode, he's like, 1111, access denied. 1112, access denied. 1113, access denied. He finally opens the door at 9999, access granted. He sees like another door he has to go through. Trying to get these cards that I have more than one of. Power Bond, Mutant in the Sky, Return to the Duelist, which I know I have more than one. Oh, wait, here's another Mutant in the Sky. Oh man, I got too many Return to the Duelist cards here. Whew, man, what am I doing with my life? Anyway. That right there. Oh man, okay. That over here kills. I got another regenesis cycle. Stay with me. Let's see if I got any. Foolish burial. Let me see if I think I got that around here somewhere. Oh, yes, I do. Come on. There we go. And stay. And oh, geez, that's right. I forgot. Yeah. Right. Another dark. Water. More trap. Oh, man. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Look at these. Yes, aren't they pretty? Aren't they beautiful? Oh man, you wish I had a job. You wish you had a job like me. Nope. And just like what Kaiba once said in his motorbike in Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, don't say if I were you, or tell me what to do, because even if you're in my shoes, you ain't me. And then all of a sudden his motorcycle crashes and he's like, good thing I'm Seto Kaiba, or that could have killed me. Or whatever, or when he went through a door and goes to Buro Kaiba was like, Tajo, where do you get off of barging through the door like that? I didn't. It just kind of swung open as I walked in front of it. I'm Seto Kaiba. I can do that kind of thing. Alright. I brought you into this world and I could take you out. You do remember adopting me, right? Playing mind games, are we? You're always you're you're always a chip on the block. This is coming from the same guy who raves about deploys White Dragon every episode. Bring, bring. Oh, hello. Are you a kiddo? Well, I'm black. Something like that. Right, there we go. Yeah. Right. Okay. Going. Okay. Where? Here. Wait, hold on. Okay, never mind. I'm not going crazy at all. All right. This so far. No. At here. here. Let's see here. What do I want? How do I want to do this? Because the thing is that I want to keep all these, like a lot of these in order. And to the point where you can actually see the same duplicates, the same cards, where they're at without you struggling to go from one point to another. You know what I mean? It makes searching much easier. And you know where everything's at. And you know what? I think I'm just going to end the video from here on out because this is taking longer than I expected. So, yeah, I think I'll get back to this 2 days from now because I'll be not only to have work tomorrow, but I'm also going to be out of town tomorrow. So, I'll leave it here, and thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.